The civilization of ancient Egypt can only be defined as a twilight zone, where the mind and soul are trapped in a work of science fiction or an enchanting fairy tale filled with immortal puzzles and heavenly wonders. Beneath the mythological sands of Egypt lie some of history's most unsolved mysteries that continue to challenge concepts of reason and reality to this day. Egypt is one of the most studied ancient cultures because, for the last 2 centuries, it has been the obsession of countless historians and archaeologists. Their culture and technology is a gift that keeps on giving as a lot of mysteries remain unsolved. Every time an archaeological discovery is made in the magical destination of Egypt like Luxor and Aswan, an infinite number of unanswered questions keep popping up. Ancient Egypt harbors a number of strange and chilling secrets that have remained hidden for centuries. In today's video, we are going to tell you some of the filthy secrets of ancient Egypt. But before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Let's get started. Egypt's culture and technology is a gift that keeps on giving as many mysteries remain unsolved. Every time an archaeological discovery is made in the magical destination of Egypt like Luxor and Aswan, endless questions remain unanswered. From animal mummification and incestuous relationships to black magic, cannibalism, bestiality, human sacrifice, and even necrophilia, these dark secrets uncover the complexity and diverse behaviors of a civilization that flourished centuries, if not thousands of years ago. They testify to the beliefs, devotion, and complex understanding of life and death of the ancient Egyptians. By exploring these haunting facets, we gain a deeper appreciation of the layers of this ancient civilization and the mysteries that continue to captivate researchers today. These are some of the creepy secrets of ancient Egypt that you have never heard of. Necrophilia. Perhaps the most terrifying and gruesome secret of ancient Egypt is the taboo subject of necrophilia. Evidence suggests that sexual relations with the deceased were present in ancient Egyptian society. Funerary art, inscriptions, and literature allude to this disturbing practice. The ancient Egyptians had customs to avoid sexual contact with corpses, such as letting beautiful dead women decompose for a few days before handing them over to embalmers. The motivations behind the practice remain unclear, steeped in the mysteries of ancient beliefs surrounding fertility in the afterlife. Although not widespread among the masses, it is believed to have been confined to a select few, and thus remains a rarely discussed aspect of ancient Egyptian history. Cannibalism. Evidence points to the possibility that the ancient Egyptians engaged in cannibalism, a puzzling and disturbing practice. The motivations for this phenomenon are still the subject of debate among historians. Some theories propose that cannibalism served as a form of punishment, while others suggest its role in religious rituals. The myth of Osiris, who was dismembered and became the ill-fated feast of his adversaries, highlights the disturbing possibility of cannibalistic practices in ancient Egypt. Black magic. The mystical arts of black magic had a significant influence on ancient Egypt. It was believed to be a powerful tool in achieving one's desires, especially in personal and political conflicts. Several gods and goddesses in ancient Egyptian mythology were associated with black magic, including Sekhmet, a fierce goddess known for causing disease and destruction. Dark magic spells, potions, and amulets were employed, often using ghoulish ingredients such as animal blood, human hair, and even mummy parts. Despite the harsh penalties, including execution, faced by those accused of practicing black magic, this enigmatic practice was prevalent in ancient Egyptian society for centuries. Bestiality. In the hidden corners of ancient Egyptian society lurks the taboo subject of bestiality, both haunting and deeply disturbing. Hieroglyphics and stories depict rulers and individuals having sex with animals. Males were known to have sexual contact with domestic animals, such as cattle, while females had sexual relations with dogs. Surprisingly, the ancient Egyptians believed that such acts were a way of honoring their gods and seeking cures for illnesses. Sexual acts with crocodiles, which involves immobilizing the creatures, were believed to bring prosperity and restore men's waning power. Animal mummification. The ancient Egyptians revered animals as sacred beings, often associated with specific gods and goddesses. To honor these divine bonds, millions of animals were mummified. Cats, considered the incarnation of the goddess Bastet, were mummified in large numbers. Crocodiles, symbols of the god Sobek, were also the object of this practice. Baboons, related to the god Thoth, were buried in underground catacombs. These mummified animals, adorned with jewels and amulets, offer a glimpse of the ancient Egyptians' reverence for their sacred creatures. Incestuous relationships. Incestuous unions were surprisingly common among the pharaohs of ancient Egypt. They considered themselves divine beings and believed that such associations would preserve the sanctity of their lineage. For example, Pharaoh Akhenaten married his own sister, Tadukeba. Surprisingly, even among ordinary people, there is evidence to suggest the existence of incestuous relationships. Although ancient Egypt had no laws prohibiting such unions, some borders prevented marriages between parents and children. The complex relationship between the goddess Isis and her son Horus demonstrates the acceptance and celebration of taboo ties in ancient Egyptian culture. Human sacrifice. Human sacrifice has played a role in ancient Egyptian rituals, with examples found in various cultures throughout history. In ancient Egypt, the faithful service of servants, guards, and attendants was considered essential even in the afterlife. Consequently, these individuals were tragically killed and buried alongside the pharaohs, sacrificing their lives to ensure the ruler's triumphant journey into the afterlife. Prisoners of war and criminals were also subject to horrible fates as sacrificial offerings to appease the gods. Most distressingly, innocent children were sacrificed in specific ceremonies, casting a dark shadow over ancient rites. Egyptian birth control was disgusting. The Egyptians had their own ways of practicing Planned Parenthood. For the time, these were amazing innovations that showed that the ancient Egyptians had an incredible interest in and understanding of medicine. But that doesn't mean those methods weren't terribly disgusting. Women had a few options for birth control, including different contraceptive mixes. Some of the best included honey, but the bravest women mixed tree leaves and crocodile dung. The woman then had to put this concoction inside herself or face 9 months of pregnancy. However, the men were not out of danger. They had male contraceptives that weren't much better. Men had to rub their foreskin with onion juice to avoid having children. And that's all for today. Let us know your views in the comments section below, and do not forget to like this video before leaving. Thanks for watching.